Hello once again. I'm gonna do another tier list. I'm gonna do an attunement tier list this time. Again, for the same reasoning as my last video. If you haven't seen that, make sure to go check that out. There is a huge influx of new players recently. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of make a almost guide-ish video on like the general basics of each attunement, what the kind of niche is, and well, how generally good it is in the meta right now, or what type of builds you'd see examples of in the meta. Kicking things off with Ironsing. I'd say Ironsing right now is C. You really do not see a lot of single-use Ironsing builds. It's mainly used in PvE or in like dual attunement, like Ironsing Thundercall is one, Ironsing Flamecharm I see a decent bit, but Ironsing on its own isn't in the best state right now. There is one really good build that I have seen a little bit, which is a Scrapsinger Alloyed Blood build. Essentially 100 Ironsing with the metal enchant on any weapon, really. Mostly medium. It tends to be either Champion Sword or Shattered I see it on. And it kind of siphons their armor, makes you overall tankier. It's a good build, but outside of that, I don't see much use for Ironsing. At least not that another attunement doesn't do better. Yeah, I think I'd keep Ironsing in C. Shadowcast. Shadowcast is always going to be controversial. Some hate it, some love it. It's very controversial. I think for me personally, it's hard to go below A on Shadowcast. It gets gutted, it gets buffed. It's a very, very, very controversial, let's say. But I think in general, Shadowcast always retains a lot of purpose in the meta, especially now with our Twisted Puppets. It's in a very good spot, I think. My honest opinion, at the very least. Shadowcast siphons Ether. It's very good at what it does. It's really good with neuroplasticity, and you can kind of ignore a lot of intelligence unless you're going for a mantra pen build, simply because most Shadowcast mantras can be modified, and because you steal Ether, provided you hit them or make their way into a combo or anything of that sort, it kind of subjugates the Ether cost of a lot of the mantras. So you can tend to get some pretty high-costing mantras on Shadowcast while still being viable. Whereas on most other attunements, if you had that many mantras costing, you know, a lot of Ether, it's very hard to keep that upkeep, whereas Shadowcast does well at that. It also disables the enemy, not only draining their Ether, but can blind them, it can stun them. It's very, 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 very strong, I'd say. I don't think it's quite S, but I think it is very strong, especially with dual attunement builds. Thundercall, it's hard. I think Thundercall's A. I don't think it's as good as Shadowcast, but I do think it's very good right now. Obviously you have blue Surge Path Thunder that does a lot of damage, and you have Base Thunder, which is more, in my opinion, supportive. Some people may disagree with that, but the way I use Base Thunder is a very supporting playstyle. It stuns a little bit. It has a little bit of disable. It's very good as a supporting or mage builds. Also, do well with Thundercall. Yeah, the blue Surge Path, there's not really much to talk about. It's just the same, but it does more damage and kind of takes away a little bit from the support. It's in a very good spot, I think. In fact, no, I'd say B. It's decent, but it's not like overpowered or anything. Frostdraw I'd put A. I'd easily put A. You have Base Frostdraw that has a little bit of crowd control. It has very good AoE in a lot of the mantras. It has very good mobility. with things like Glacial Arc, with Ice Skate. There's some very good mobility options with Frostdraw, as well as it being very good for PvE. Most PvE builds will run things like Warden Blades, Ice Cubes, even Ice Lance and Glacial Arcs, Ice Skates. It's very strong. And then for PvP, you have the Crystal Path, or the new Blood Crystal path with it, that just basically does more damage. Frost is very strong right now, I would say. I don't think quite as strong as Shadowcast, maybe a little bit. No, I think Shadowcast is stronger. Attunement-less, honestly I would say S. Maybe A. It's definitely better than Shadowcast, I think. Attunement-less is in a very good spot right now. A lot of the meta builds consist of, you know, your Light's Final Toll with, Attunement-less mantras. We recently just got a new Strength mantra. This video is being recorded, on the 3rd of February, so yesterday night, we got a new Strength mantra that definitely, buffs the Attunement-less playstyle. It's very good for combos. It's very combo heavy, in fact. But I think Attunement-less is very strong right now. It's hard not to put it in S, but making room for this guy, it's kind of hard, because this is a guaranteed S tier. Flamecharm is in a very good position right now. There are tons of new mantras. There's 2 new 3-star mantras, well, new-ish. Azure Flames is amazing. Flame Wisp is probably the best supporting mantra in the game. It's just free healing for hitting mantras, essentially. It's in a very good spot. You have Fireblade at level 1. Well, you get Fireblade at a level 1 as a level 0 mantra. Level up to level 5, free block break. Like, the Flamecharm, very good right now. Most meta builds right now are running Azure Flames, because if you watched my last video, you'll know that Willpower is kind of meta right now, with Light's Final Toll, with Exhaustion Strike, with Gaze. Flamecharm, with 40 Willpower, you get Azure Flames, which makes you do more damage over time, and also makes Flame Wisp heal you for more. So, you get a lot of healing, particles all over the place. Flamecharm is definitely S tier. Gale being the last of the bunch. Now, I'm a Gale main, but yeah, I want to include no bias in this list. I don't think any attunement is bad, I want to put that out there first. I think Gale... I think it's B tier. It's better than Thundercall. I think it's B. Yeah, it's hard to justify putting it in A, because I'm basing this on, like, the average, right? Like, Gale, people will expect to be bad, and there's a huge misconception that Gale is just bad in general. The reality is it's just much harder to use than pretty much every other attunement. Barring maybe Attunement-less, I feel like Attunement-less also has kind of a high skill ceiling. Nowhere near as much as Gale, but a lot more than the other attunements. But Gale has a very high skill ceiling. It's very hard to, like, learn it. It's very unique. But in general, most Gale builds I see, people are not very good with this. No offense to DEEPWOKEN players, but they're just not, quite frankly. In general, it does quite low damage. It's very good mobility, very good talents. There's the Suffocate path, and there's the Spectre path. Spectre path is very good, again, for mobility, for running, for chasing, things like that. The Gale Hero Blade, amazing for things like this. You have a lot of talents that just increase general mobility. It's low damage, very good combos. That's essentially just the basics of Gale. If you used a good level, I would say it's around here, maybe. But I think on average, it's around here, I think. Ironsing's just not as versatile right now. It's the only reason it's so low. Thundercall is, again, not very versatile. In certain builds, it can be really good. But I think in general, like, you put Flamecharm on any build, go like 50, 80. 80 for level 5 mantra is, like, amazing. You go, like, even low amounts to just get, like, Fireblade. Really good. You got Azure Flames, amazing heal. Like, the Flamecharm is insane right now. And this is not objective, this is purely my opinion. But yeah, I feel like I feel like this is my idea, at least, of what the meta's looking like right now in terms of attunements. Yeah, thank you guys for watching.